Dear viewers and friends, in China, things that were once only in novels are now becoming reality. From highways that can generate electricity to smart cities entirely operated by AI, these are not just impressive projects. They are leaps that are reshaping the future. Get ready to explore 15 of the boldest projects, where technological ambition is seen converged. Creating a new era, you will no longer see the world as before. While many other countries are still figuring out how to expand clean energy, China has quietly turned lakes into massive solar farms. These floating power plants are not on rooftops or deserts that stretch directly across lakes and reservoirs. Thousands of solar panels are installed on floating platforms, turning the water surface into electricity. This approach has many benefits. It saves land, naturally cools the panels, and even helps reduce water evaporation in lakes. In the context of China needing more energy to meet its population and industrial demands, this is a flexible and rapidly scalable solution. It may be hard to believe, but China is creating an artificial sun right here on Earth. That is the tokamak reactor, an ambitious project aimed at mimicking how the real sun generates energy. In 2021, this device reached a temperature of 120 million degrees Celsius, 7 times hotter than the sun's core. Its goal is not to emit light but to unlock an almost limitless source of clean energy. No smoke, no toxic waste, just pure energy from nuclear fusion. This project feels like touching the future, where humanity no longer has to worry about energy shortages. Although many challenges lie ahead, the artificial sun shows the potential to completely change how we generate electricity. It's not just an experiment but the beginning of a new era for global energy. Across China, high-speed trains are racing at speeds over 320 kilometers per hour. They are not only fast but also smooth, modern, and connect dozens of major cities from Beijing to Shanghai, Guangzhou to Chongqing. In just 40 years, China has built a high-speed rail network over 35,000 kilometers long, the longest in the world, allowing passengers to travel hundreds of kilometers in just a few hours instead of spending all day in a car. But it's not just transportation. These trains are symbols of a modern, agile, intelligent, and greener China. Taking trains instead of cars or planes helps reduce traffic jams, pollution, and enhances regional connectivity. Not stopping there, China continues to test even faster train generations. Aiming for speeds of 400, even 600 kilometers per hour, a sci-fi-like dream of travel becoming reality day by day. A news anchor who never rests, makes no mistakes, and can appear on screen at any time. That is the world's first AI anchor introduced by China in 2018. Developed by Xinhua news agency and tech company Sogu, this virtual anchor uses artificial intelligence and facial simulation technology to create a digital character that can speak, express, and deliver news just like a real person. The special thing is that the AI can present news continuously 24/7 without needing rest. It reads scripts, maintains clear and even tone, and makes no errors, fitting the era of constant news and speed. Of course, behind the AI anchor is still a team of humans building content and editing news. These technologies help TV stations save time and costs while providing stability and flexibility in reporting. In May 2021, a historic event took place. China became the first to successfully land a rover on Mars, the Zhurong rover, named after the ancient god of fire in legend. Zhurong landed in the Utopia Planitia, the vast plain on Mars, carrying important missions. To search for traces of water ice, analyze soil and rocks, and collect data on the red planet's climate. With modern equipment like cameras, ground-penetrating radar, and environmentals, Zhurong sent back extremely valuable information to Earth, helping humans better understand Mars's habitability and history. After months of moving across the harsh surface, the rover entered hibernation mode to survive the severe cold. This is a major step that puts China alongside leading nations like the US and Europe in deep space exploration. In the southwestern mountains of China, once known for treacherous terrain and remote isolation, there is a road called the Jiaxi Highway, dubbed the Heavenly Stairway carved by nature. This route climbs straight up steep mountain slopes, with high gradients and suspension bridges on concrete pillars tens of meters high. From a distance, it looks like a giant ladder reaching straight into the blue sky. This area was once isolated, with slippery dirt roads, steep slopes, and frequent floods. Thanks to this highway, travel, trade, and access to schools or hospitals have become much easier for the locals. Not just an infrastructure project, this Sky High Road is a masterpiece combining modern engineering and natural landscapes, attracting tourists from everywhere to explore. It also shows that when humans dare to think and act, even sheer cliffs can become avenues connecting lives. In Xi'an city of China, a special machine has been built, resembling a skyscraper. But this is not a building for living or working, but rather a giant air purifier. Over 100 meters tall, equivalent to a 30-story building, operating day and night to clean polluted air. The machine functions like an artificial lung, sucking polluted air from below, filtering out fine dust and harmful dust, then pushing clean air back into the city sky. During trial runs, this device has significantly reduced pollution levels in the surrounding area. This is a hopeful signal for cities suffocating from smog. Test design doesn't. With its massive scale, it can process millions of cubic meters of air daily. As major cities struggle with pollution, China is showing a different approach. A bold but necessary step forward. While the world watches SpaceX rockets, in China, a new space machine is quietly being developed. Longma 9, also known as Changzheng 9, a super-large rocket designed with advanced reusability. It stands nearly 115 meters tall, comparable to the Statue of Liberty, and can carry heavy payloads to Earth orbit, serving moon missions and deep space exploration. The most notable point is that this is China's first rocket series designed for multiple reuses, helping save costs, increase launch frequency, and reduce technical risks. Part of Changzheng 9's design is inspired by systems like the American Starship, but adapted to fit China's exploration goals, such as building a moon base or sending humans to Mars. When operational, Longma 9 will be one of the most powerful rockets on the planet, opening a new era for China's aerospace industry. Not only serving scientific research, but also affirming its position in the global space race. Have you ever thought that a tiny chip could think like a human? That's exactly what Chinese scientists are achieving with the Tianjin chip. Unlike conventional computer chips, Tianjin combines two processing slots, one being ultra-fast digital, the other being neuroscience inspired from the human brain. Thus, it can process logical data accurately while learning and adapting to context, like how we think, remember, and make decisions. The special thing is that this chip consumes less energy but does more work. From image recognition, speech understanding to complex decision-making, it's paving the way for a generation of machines capable of reasoning, learning, and behaving like humans, something previously only seen in science fiction. The Tianjin chip is not just an electronic device. It's the first step for humans and machines to understand each other better, together solving complex problems in smart cities, medical robots, or even future education. In 2018, China announced an ambitious idea: which is to build an over 13,000 kilometers long high-speed underground rail connecting from the country directly to the US via the Pacific Ocean. If this project becomes reality, it would create the world's longest tunnel, far surpassing all, allowing passengers to travel between Asia and North America instead of several days by ship or plane. Although still in the idea stage and facing numerous technical, environmental, and financial challenges, this plan clearly reflects China's ambition in redefining the global transportation. To succeed, the project will require leaps in tunnel construction technology, operational safety, and deep-sea support systems. If realized, this would not only be an engineering feat, but also a symbol of a new transportation era, where high-speed trains, no longer limited by land, although still causing rush. This proposal has opened up serious discussions about the future of global high-speed transportation. In another bold move, China has begun constructing smart roads that use solar energy. Where every meter of road not only allows vehicles to run, but can also generate electricity. Unlike traditional solar farms, here solar panels are integrated directly into the road surface and are durable enough to withstand heavy trucks, rain, wind, and wear. Thus, roads are not just for movement but become silent power plants operating daily. The electricity generated from the road surface can be used to light street lamps, charge electric vehicles, or even supply power to households living along the route. Notably, the coating on the panel surface protects, provides tire grip, and ensures safety in all conditions. With growing energy demands and pressure to reduce emissions, these new types of roads help China utilize existing infrastructure to produce clean energy, aiming for a transportation system that is both modern and environmentally friendly. Back in 2016, China stunned the world by introducing a unique bus called the Transit Elevator Bus. Also known as the elevated bus, which, instead of running alongside other vehicles on the road, travels above them. And this bus is designed like a giant mobile bridge. You can glide over 2 lanes of traffic below without obstructing flow. The vehicle, 15 meters long and nearly 10 meters wide, is elevated on high pillars, allowing regular vehicles to pass underneath. Running on electricity, it is not only eco-friendly but can transport hundreds of passengers per trip, with the goal of reducing road congestion in crowded cities without expanding road surfaces. A prototype tested in Qinhuangdao attracted global attention. Although the project faced many challenges, from technical to safety issues, and has not been mass-produced, the idea of a bus that straddles traffic lanes has opened a completely new way of thinking about future public transport. In many Chinese cities today, a quiet but effective revolution is happening daily. Not through new roads or large bridges but through artificial intelligence. AI-powered intelligent traffic coordination systems are gradually replacing traditional control methods, helping cities operate more smoothly than ever, especially with growing populations and vehicle densities. The core of this system is a network of thousands of surveillance cameras and IoT sensors deployed throughout the city. From major intersections to small streets, these devices continuously collect data like traffic volume, speed, congestion times, or accidents. All this information is transmitted to the control center, where artificial intelligence analyzes it and makes real-time traffic light adjustments. As a result, intersections are no longer as gridlocked as before. Traffic flows more smoothly, and specialized vehicles like fire trucks, ambulances, and police cars are intelligently prioritized. This helps shorten response times in emergencies, which previously relied on manual signals. First deployed in 2020 in some pilot areas, the system quickly proved effective, reducing congestion, improving air quality, and lowering accidents due to more stable traffic. This is not just a step forward for China but a smart model being considered by major cities worldwide in the near future. Lizhui Bridge. If you love beautiful architecture and peaceful scenery, you cannot miss the Lizui Bridge located in Hunan Province. This bridge spans the Lijiang River with a length of over 1,390 meters, completed in 2010, and quickly became a new symbol of the region. The most impressive feature of the bridge is its elegant circular design, which not only creates a soft beauty but also distributes weight evenly across the structure. This helps the bridge stand firm against heavy rains and strong winds common in the area. Not just a link between two banks, Lizui Bridge is likened to an artistic masterpiece. Visitors often linger to admire the bridge's soft curves reflected on the water, blending with the surrounding natural landscape. It has become an ideal destination for those seeking harmony between humanity and nature. Imagine stepping into a taxi with no driver in front, but the car still drives, turns, stops at red lights, and takes you to the right place. This has now become a reality in China with the Apple local robot taxi service by the Baidu Group. These special taxis are called robot taxis because they operate fully autonomously, using sensors, cameras, and artificial intelligence to navigate. Passengers simply book a ride via an app, wait in the car, and enjoy the trip without any worries. In major cities like Beijing, Guangzhou, and Wuhan, Apple Local serves thousands of trips daily, navigating crowded routes without any human control. The vehicles can avoid obstacles, stop at precise pickup points, and even handle complex traffic situations. Not only convenient, driverless taxis also offer hope for reducing traffic accidents, easing congestion, and providing a safer, modern mode of transport for urban residents. As technology advances, vehicles like Apple Local will gradually become common, ushering in an era of transportation without drivers. Tiangong Space Station, meaning Heavenly Palace, is not just a high-tech engineering feat but also a symbol of China's aspirations to reach beyond Earth. Launched into operation in 2021, this is a space station independently researched, designed, and launched into orbit by China, aimed at serving scientific research missions in a microgravity environment. Tiangong is built in a modern modular style, with a main module as the center and two auxiliary modules connected on both sides. Creating a complete working and living space for 3 astronauts to operate together for several months. Although its size is only about 1/5 that of the International Space Station ISS, the equipment inside Tiangong is extremely advanced, optimized for scientific research. Here, Chinese astronauts conduct many important experiments in a microgravity environment, including research on cells, developing new drugs, testing advanced materials, and even growing plants in space. These studies not only serve the scientific field but also open up potential applications for life on Earth in the future. According to the plan, the Tiangong station will be expanded in scale in 2024 and continue to operate for at least another 10 years. Becoming an independent space platform, no longer dependent on other countries. With this project, China is affirming its increasingly strong position in a global space technology race. Standing shoulder to shoulder with the United States, Russia, and Europe in the journey, this is not only a source of national pride but also proof of the perseverance and long-term vision of the world's most populous country. Dear viewers, from roads that can generate electricity to orbital space stations or driverless taxi robots, China has shown a dizzying pace of technological development that far exceeds many people's imagination. Although there are still many controversies and challenges ahead, it cannot be denied that these super projects are reshaping how humans live, move, and interact with the world around them. If you find these stories interesting and amazing, please leave a comment below. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't. Hello and see you again in the next video on the Discovery Speed channel. Subscribe to the mystery_core channel to support your soul channel and us. Subscribe to the mystery_core channel to support your soul channel and us.